What if you were told at just 21 years old that your body would betray you, that you would never walk again, never hold your child, never even speak without a machine, and that you had only 2 years left to live? Most people would collapse. Most people would give up. But Stephen Hawking was not most people. He looked death in the eye and refused to bow. He chose to live, and in that wheelchair, he reached the stars. Stephen William Hawking was born in Oxford on January 8, 1942, exactly 300 years after Galileo's death. His family wasn't wealthy, but they valued education more than gold. As a boy, Stephen was endlessly curious. He took apart clocks and radios, though he could never put them back together. Teachers nicknamed him Einstein, even though his grades were ordinary. Beneath his quiet smile was a mind that dreamed of galaxies and mysteries far beyond Earth. He always believed the universe had secrets, and somehow he was meant to uncover them. At Cambridge University, those dreams seemed to fade. One evening, Stephen noticed his steps faltering. His speech began to slur. His body, once full of youthful energy, felt heavy and weak. After endless tests, doctors delivered the cruelest sentence: amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, a disease that eats away the muscles while leaving the mind alive. The verdict was clear: he had only 2 years to live. Imagine hearing that your future is gone before it even begins. Stephen fell into despair. He stopped working. He avoided people. He even wished life would end quickly. But then, something extraordinary happened. He fell in love. Her name was Jane Wilde, a woman of faith and unshakable hope. Where he saw only darkness, she saw light. She promised to stand by him, even as his body failed. Against all logic, against all warnings, she chose to marry him. Her love became his shield, his reason to fight. With Jane by his side, Stephen returned to his research. While his muscles weakened, his mind soared. He collapsed in labs, slumped in lecture halls, yet he kept chasing the mysteries of the cosmos. Jane's devotion carried him, but it also broke her. She sacrificed her youth, her dreams, and slowly her spirit was being crushed by the weight of his rising genius. As the disease progressed, Stephen was confined to a wheelchair. His voice faded until a machine spoke for him in a robotic American accent. But even this did not silence him. In 1988, he published A Brief History of Time, a book that made complex physics accessible to millions. It sold over 25 million copies and turned him into a global celebrity. The man who had been given 2 years to live was now the voice of the universe. But with fame came pressure, and with pressure came cracks. Jane struggled in silence, raising children, caring for Stephen, and sharing him with the world. Rumors whispered that their marriage was dying. Then came the scandal that shocked the world. In the 1990s, Stephen left Jane for his nurse, Elaine Mason. To many, it felt like betrayal. Elaine was fiery, bold, and nothing like Jane. But Stephen, even trapped in a paralyzed body, followed his desires. The world judged him harshly. The tabloids feasted. Yet the story grew darker still. Whispers spread of bruises on his body, split lips, unexplained injuries. His children suspected abuse. The press called him the genius trapped in silence. Police investigated, but Stephen denied it all. He defended Elaine fiercely, even as the rumors persisted. To this day, no one knows the full truth. Behind the icon of genius was a man with flaws, messy choices, and secrets he carried to his grave. Yet, despite the scandals, Hawking never lost his sense of humor. He ran over Prince Charles's toes with his wheelchair as a prank. He joked about black holes swallowing socks and warned humanity that aliens might destroy us before we ever meet them. He made outrageous bets with fellow scientists, once deliberately losing one just to win a subscription to Penthouse magazine. He was not a saint in a chair. He was a man who laughed, desired, provoked, and lived fully even when death hovered above him. On faith, he was even bolder. Though raised in a religious family, Hawking declared to the world, God did not create the universe. The universe created itself. His words sparked outrage and admiration alike. For some, he was the ultimate champion of science. For others, a rebel who dared to mock creation itself. Either way, he refused to be silent. Doctors had given him 2 years. He lived 55 more. He became a father, a grandfather, a professor, a cultural icon, even a character on The Simpsons and The Big Bang Theory. He showed that the body may have limits, but the human can bend even the cruelest laws of biology. Some said his survival was unexplainable, that perhaps his willpower itself was a miracle. Stephen Hawking died on March 14th, 2018, Einstein's birthday. Born on Galileo's anniversary, gone on Einstein's day. Coincidence? Perhaps. Or perhaps the universe leaves its signs for those who dare to look. His life was not perfect. It was painful, scandalous, messy, and beautiful. And that is why it matters. Stephen Hawking proved that you do not need a perfect body to live a perfect purpose. He showed us that however broken you are, however impossible the odds, there's always something you can do, and you can succeed at it. The stars are not beyond our reach, he once said. We are all different. But however difficult life may seem, there's always something you can do, and you can succeed at it. And that is the legacy of the man who could not walk, yet taught the world to fly.